of cryptocurrencies that have exploded in the last year, turning novice investors into overnight millionaires and sparking a media frenzy.
Bitcoin surging to another all-time high today. The numbers are phenomenal. 700 to 800 cryptocurrencies now exist.
Bitcoin over the last week has a $13 billion market cap. That's more than U.S. Steel, and that's bigger than Twitter.
But as these currencies go from black market to mainstream, nation-states around the world are looking at how to capitalize on this technology's ability to decentralize economies and gain a competitive advantage in today's markets. So we sent Michael Moynihan to Iceland for an up-close look at this new technology.
So we're in a helicopter in Iceland over some fjords and lava flows on the way out to the Genesis Ethereum mine.
Marco Streng has made millions in cryptocurrency. He started mining Bitcoin in his dorm room. Nearly a decade later, the 28-year-old college dropout turned a single wheezing computer into a lucrative crypto mining empire.
What you're seeing here is the Enigma facility, which is the largest Ethereum mining facility in the world. And it was an exciting time. It was years ago when we came here and built this. And now we're expanding further and further because the demand is growing and everyone is ramping up the capacity.
If you have the money, you can always buy cryptocurrency. Last year, Bitcoin peaked at almost $20,000. Or you can earn it by running a cryptocurrency mine, a network of computers that serve as the backbone of the crypto economy.
What are these machines doing?
So those computers are miners. They are mining cryptocurrencies and they're validating the transactions on the blockchain. And they get a reward for that.
So if I pay somebody for something in a cryptocurrency, it's being validated potentially by one of these computers.
Yeah, that's true.
And when somebody makes that transaction, you validate it here in Iceland and you make money.
Yes.
How much does one of these cost to create? If I'm going to create one of these at home, one of these units.
$1,000.
And how many are in here, in this one warehouse here?
Tens of thousands. Yeah.
Tens of thousands.
Mining operations like Marco's were made possible by pseudonymous programmer Satoshi Nakamoto, who in 2009 created Bitcoin, a decentralized digital currency run by no one entity and beyond the control of any one government. But Nakamoto, whose true identity remains a well-guarded secret, faced an obvious problem. If no physical currency exists, who tracks the ownership of a digital coin? To solve this, he created the blockchain, software that records and stores information, like who owns a Bitcoin, on a decentralized ledger shared across millions of computers. It can't be changed, and it's nearly impossible to hack.
The big thing about mining in general is that it's not one single central entity that validates all the transactions. The miners all over the world are validating them.
So this server farm on this kind of moonscape of Iceland, this might replace a central bank.
It's not only replacing, actually, it's making a central entity obsolete.
It's a scam, it's a bubble, it's going to burst, everyone's going to lose all their money.
For some cryptocurrencies, it's most likely true, but I see real value in, for example, Bitcoin or Ethereum. The underlying technology is phenomenal.
I've had people tell me this, that this is the most revolutionary technology that we've seen since the wide-scale adoption of the internet.
Very comparable to the beginning of the internet. At the beginning, it was just a protocol, very abstract. But now, I mean, we're nearly doing everything in the internet.
blockchain, which some are comparing to the early days of the internet. It sounds confusing, but listen up.
It introduces so many opportunities, so many unique business models.
People say blockchain could end companies as we know them.
For regulators, it is certainly a concern. You have things like the SEC, you have FinCEN, you have the IRS.
But while the business world scrambles to exploit it and governments rush to regulate it, countries like Russia see a very different opportunity.
My sense of cryptocurrencies largely driven